In this demo, we will show you the importance of the label widget and how we can use it. In Service Studio, we have already a module open with the product detail screen created. This screen already has a form built with an input widget in it. The screen also has an aggregate created to fetch a product from the database. By clicking on the input widget, we can see by the variable property that it's bound to the name attribute of the product. However, for an end user, it's not clear at all what the purpose of this input since no information is shown. Let's drag a label widget above the input field so we can identify it. Set the label text to name, making the purpose of the input clear. Now, let's set the input widget property of the label to be the input of the form to bind it to the respective input field. This property, despite being non-mandatory, should always be set to the input field that will be associated with the label. If we use accelerators to build the form, such as dragging an attribute from the product to the form, like for instance the price, the input and the label are automatically created, as well as the binding between the two. Let's publish the module and test it in the browser. Let's open the details of a product. Notice the labels associated with the inputs. The labels have a visual cue that indicates mandatory inputs. This visual cue is created automatically when a label is bound to a mandatory input through its input widget property. Another benefit from the label is the focus on the screen. When a label is associated with an input field, clicking on the label in the browser will also put the focus on the input itself. So, besides helping identify the purpose of each input field, the label also has these two advantages when associated with an input.